Hey everyone, and welcome back to Anthony Rabbit Stories. I'm your host, Anthony Rabbit, here to prove once again that skill knows no age. Today, I've got a story for you that is pure, unadulterated, heartwarming gold. It's a tale that will make you smile, laugh, and maybe even look at your own grandma a little differently. So grab your snacks, get comfortable, because you're not going to want to miss this one. Let's set the scene. Meet Ethan, a 21-year-old who takes his gaming very, very seriously. We're talking about a guy who lives and breathes competitive play. One afternoon, he's deep in the zone, queuing up for a high-stakes ranked match with his regular squad. The pressure is on, communication is key, and every move counts. It's the kind of intense session where you can't afford any distractions. Just as the pre-game lobby is counting down, Ethan's grandma, who's visiting for the week, walks into the living room. She's a sweet, curious lady, watching her grandson intently as his fingers fly across the controller, a look of complete fascination on her face. Feeling a bit parched from the pre-game jitters, Ethan decides to make a quick dash to the kitchen for a drink. He puts his controller down on the couch, right next to where his grandma is sitting, and hurries off, assuming he has a few seconds to spare. Now, this is where our story takes an incredible turn. Grandma, seeing the controller on the cushion, picks it up. To her, it looks just like one of those complicated new TV remotes. She starts fiddling with it, pressing a few buttons here and there, just trying to figure out what this strange device does. Suddenly, from the kitchen, Ethan hears the familiar sound of his character's footsteps echoing through his headset. He freezes. That's not possible. He left his character standing still. He rushes back into the living room, and the sight that greets him is one for the history books. There's his grandma, holding the controller with both hands, staring at the screen with wide, confused eyes. The match has started. She's spawned into the game. His teammates' voices crackle through the headset. Yo, Ethan, you good? You're a FK, man. Let's go. But Ethan is just standing there, speechless. His grandma, still trying to get her bearings, slowly starts moving the character forward. She fiddles with the aim, tilts the joystick, and then, bam, she accidentally fires and gets a kill. The very first kill of the match. His teammates erupt. Whoa, nice shot, Ethan. They cheer, completely unaware of the secret weapon who just joined their roster. Grandma, startled but intrigued, whispers, "Oh my, these little rascals move so fast." And that's when the magic truly began. What followed was nothing short of legendary. This sweet, unassuming grandmother, who thought she was just playing with a TV remote, went on an absolute rampage. She had a kind of zen-like patience that her frantic, younger opponents couldn't counter. She would wait, line up her shots perfectly, and take them down one by one. She ended up on a 15-kill streak, all while providing the most wholesome trash talk you've ever heard. Little comments like, "Oh, not today, young man," and my "you're a slippery one, aren't you?" echoed in the living room. Her team, carried by this mysterious, silent powerhouse, won the match with ease. The enemy team was in shambles, flooding the chat with accusations of smurfing, convinced that Ethan had brought in a professional player to boost his rank. They had no idea they'd just been schooled by a first-time gaming grandma. After the victory screen flashed, Grandma calmly placed the controller back on the couch, turned to a still-stunned Ethan, and said with a gentle smile, "Well, dear, that was quite exciting. From that day on, every time she visits, a gaming session is a must." Ethan's squad doesn't even call him by his name anymore when she's playing. They just yell, "Let's go, Granny God, carry us." It's the wholesome carry of the year, folks. And that's the story of how Granny God became a gaming legend. This is Anthony Rabbit, reminding you to maybe hand the controller over to your family every once in a while. You never know what might happen. What are your favorite family gaming stories? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And as always, if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.